Yo, what's up guys, it is Saintsfan and welcome back to another GTA 5 video. Today we're going to be comparing the Coquette Classic to some of the other better sports classic cars in its category. I did the video where I compared this against like the Zentorno, the Adder, the Massacro, and some other cars. I even compared it against the Sneer GT, which I thought was one of the best cars in the sports classic categories, but unfortunately I guess I was wrong because like I said in that video, I don't really mess around with the sports classics cars too much, so I didn't really know which the best one was. And a lot of you guys did correct me in the comment section. I know this video is a little bit late, but still nonetheless hope you guys find it helpful. But the one thing I do want to mention before I get into the cars is by no means am I some professional or competitive race driver in GTA that is telling you guys, you know, the best stats and handling and all this stuff. I am simply showing you guys on a straightaway on the airport, you know, how it compares to some of the other cars. If you really want the full rundown on how this car compares to the other sports classics in handling and laps and all the technical details, then there are definitely some other channels out there you can check out. But this one is just for like the casual guy. This is the guy who wants to know, the gamer who wants to know, you know, how this looks and how it compares to the Z-Type, the Monroe, and even the Pigalle, which some of you guys did recommend that it was up there in the sports classic category. So I just wanted to mention that because I am by far not a good racer. I don't take racing seriously. I just, you know, play it for fun or do it for fun in the game. So that's it. If you are looking for like the technical information, this video is not for you. If you're just looking for the casual information, then this video is for you. So getting into the first test here, we're gonna have it go up against the Monroe, and keep in mind both of these are fully upgraded, so there is no disadvantage. I actually think my friend on the Monroe doesn't even have armor on. Not sure if that really affects it. I heard it was sort of like a myth. I don't know if it's actually been proven or not, but as you can tell, you know, the Coquette Classic, it smokes the Monroe. The Monroe definitely does not have as good as acceleration as the Coquette Classic. I mean, when you get to the top speeds, they sort of even out, even though the Monroe is a little bit far back. But in a just overall speed and acceleration test, you are always going to beat the Monroe. And even in races, you know, unless you're a super bad driver, then you're probably going to beat them as well. And moving into the next one, this one is where it gets more interesting. This one obviously is against the Z-Type. And the Z-Type is widely regarded as one of the best sports classic cars. It even compares to like the Adder and some of the other super and just regular sports cars. And I'm not really sure why Rockstar made it like that, but you know, it is definitely one of the best cars in the game, I would say. Unfortunately, you don't get to use it that often because not many people race with sports classics, but nonetheless, as you're going to see here, acceleration wise, it's terrible compared to the Coquette Classic. The Coquette Classic beats every car in this video with acceleration, but the Z-Type comes out of nowhere, and like halfway down the track, the freaking top speed on it is definitely a lot higher than the Coquette Classic. If this was extended for a couple more, I guess, miles or so in the game, the Z-Type would definitely overtake the Classic. As you see on one of the tests here, about halfway through, the Z-Type just blows past the Classic. And you know, again, like I said, I don't really know why you know, why Rockstar made this car like this, but that's why I love the Z-Type. And it's a very underrated car in sports classics. When you ever do get those races, not many people know about it. Plus, pro tip here for racing, it is a heavier car than some of the other ones, so you're bound to not, you know, get tossed around when you get sideswiped and stuff. So that's why I like using it in races. But the Coquette Classic definitely puts up a good fight against this car. This really depends on if you are a big acceleration guy or if you're a big top speed guy, because obviously Classic better acceleration, Z-Type better top speed. So it depends on whatever race I guess you would need. Maybe a short race with a lot of turns, you would want to go for the acceleration, but if there's a long race where there's a lot of interstate, then definitely the Z-Type. But again, these are two by far the best cars in the sports classic category. And finally, the last car that we're going to test it against is the Pigalle. And this one, the only reason I put it in here is because a couple guys tweeted at me, said it was kind of up there, and I wasn't really expecting much. It's actually worse than the Monroe, so obviously it's going to be worse than the Classic. So the Pigalle really doesn't have any chance at winning in this fight, if you want to call it that. We also tested the Coquette Classic, just to be sure, the hard top versus the convertible top, and pretty much they're equal, you know, like they should be. Figured maybe there might be some weird glitch or something that would happen since they were two sort of different cars, but no, there's not. And I think the last test we did run was the top three, the Monroe, the Z-Type, and the Coquette Classic. And pretty much like all the other tests, the Coquette Classic and the Z-Type are pretty much tied, and then the Monroe is in the backs. So definitely from now on, if you guys are ever racing in sports classics, the Z-Type or the Coquette Classic, if you have those, are definitely the best cars. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found it helpful. Like I said, this isn't anything technical because I'm not the best racer, and that wouldn't make sense for me to tell you guys all that stuff since I am not good at it. But that is it. Tomorrow I have another money guide for low levels because a lot of you guys wanted me to do that. And we got some awesome stuff coming up this weekend. I'm actually want to let you guys know I'm actually going to be out of town. I'm going to the beach this weekend. I'm leaving on Friday, coming back on Monday. So if I'm not streaming or if I'm not responding to comments or anything on YouTube, then that is why. But anyway, that is it. Hope you guys enjoy. Share this video with other friends. Subscribe, like it, whatever. And as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.